looking at the timing screen, seeing where the battles were going on, and if they were talking about the leaders, I'd move down and see what was going on further back and stuff like that.
Alright, who are we missing? It's DJ Phil online. There he is.
It's typical. I come into the parties and that. And the first time I was in it, Joseph was moaning, can't hear him.
Yeah.
Get it sorted out so he can hear me. He ain't bloody raced since.
Oh, excuse me. That was disgusting.
Better out now.
Yeah.
Robbie updated.
Yeah, it's just because people are joining.
Me and you as spectators. Difficult to look beyond James again, isn't it?
Yeah, Oval might be quick.
Yeah.
Who are we missing? Phil, Gary,
Fury.
There's Gary, he's online now.
I've just got a thumbs up from Laura. I don't know whether that means he's going to be racing or not, or whether it's... As I said, it looks like I'm in the party with you again. And she's just giving me a thumbs up. I've just asked again, is he racing? There's Gary.
Yeah.
Is it a dry race?
Oh, we don't know until the game starts.
Oh, right.
It's completely, random until we get in.
I know you like the old wet weather ones, but...
To be honest, I want a dry one.
Yeah. It's just mayhem, innit? Or can be.
Yeah, it can be. And also, the race takes longer when it's wet. Fucking hell, Phil. Join.
He has. Just come up at the bottom.
Who are we
name's
missing
just
now?
come up.
Yeah, he's got to pick colour now. So who are we missing now? Smokey's not racing. Argent is in.
He's not racing.
Right. So, no Smokey, that's 15. No Monkey Boy, 16. No Fury, 17. Who else are we missing? I think that's everyone. PN, Emplava, Nausea, Phil, Matt, Gary, A. Smith. We're missing Smithy. That's all we're missing.
What's that? C. Smith. C.
Yeah. Tibbs is in, yep.
Ooh.
Oh, fucking hell.
Crossplay enabled in this lobby.
Where's he gone?
Who's that? Phil?
Phil!
Yeah, he disappeared, hasn't he?
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
I'm guessing he's just not in the frame of mind for racing, Joseph. Oh well. Is the stream up on YouTube?
It should be, yeah.
I'll put that on my phone and turn the volume down. Yeah, it is live.
Getting this. What are you on about?
Who's that, Phil?
Oh my Christ. I've sent him an invite, so tough shit.
Who?
Phil. Oh, fuck off, controller.
Let's go, Tibbs. Mommy's your biggest fan. So that's who she is. Max Mulder's in the chat.
Right. I don't know when we're going live because I never get told, so...
Right.
Well, I get told, but at the last minute.
I have to keep swapping glasses. I can't hear anything. Oh, it's just the music, so I assume that's the highlights at the moment.
Yeah. Right, just stay quiet a minute just in case we go live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Simplay Motorsport for the 11th round of the F1 2022 season. My name is Dan Davis, also known as Unorthodox, and welcome to the night's worth of racing. And joining me in the commentary box, once again, my special guest here tonight. It is, everyone knows him as Fury's granddad, but everyone else in the party knows him as Tony. Tony, how are you this evening, and are you looking forward to a great night's worth of racing?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. And yes, I am looking forward to some good racing. Let's hope everybody doesn't go mad on the first corner.
Yeah, definitely. So we are here in Italy in the world's famous track of F1 of Monza, the Temple of Speed, the fastest track we come to in Formula One, and what a iconic circuit it is. It also produces some of the greatest racing in F1, and we'll see how these boys will tackle it on, as this will start the week off as we have a whole week of of Monza, as the ACC boys will be heading to Monza as well. Regarding tonight, so far it's looking dry, and that's what we like to see. We've had a couple of wet races, and to be fair, I'm quite sick of wet races. But Tony, obviously a lot of wet races we've had recently, and yes, it causes a lot of drama, causes a lot of excitement, but let's be honest, we kind of want a dry race now, don't we?
Oh yes, definitely. A little bit less messy.
A lot less messy, if we can hope for, as I'm just currently getting the tables up. But we'll do a quick rundown of the circuit. Monza, it has 11 corners, and like I said, it's known as the Temple of Speed, one of the fastest tracks in the world. It's an FIA Grade 1, obviously, because it's for the Formula One, and it has got some great heritage and history around here. It used to go onto the banking, but nowadays we have got this much quicker version. And it is a 3.6 mile long circuit just north of Milan, and was built back in 1922, obviously with the original layout, but today's layout was designed back in 1980, and today we run this layout, and it's got some of the famous names in Formula One, as we should be able to take a lap around with one of the guys a little bit later on, and we just get the F1 standings up, and it is James leading the way at the minute with 231 points to his name. Big Boy Brazier is his closest rival, still 72 points behind at the minute, and Gary 131 sitting in third. He's still 101 points up behind James as well, so James really running away with this championship at the minute. Matimovic sitting in fourth place, only 7 points behind his teammate, with Ivor sitting in fifth. And sixth is Executive, slowly improving each week, but he's also level 1 points with the 7th place man of this man on track, M. Plava. In 8th is Emo Guy. In 9th is Forsey. 10th is A. Smith. And A. Stiff still mathematically in this championship, but at the minute, it's more likely he's going to get knocked out this week. He's got to basically outscore James by 4 points just to hang in there, and I don't think it's going to happen. So A. Smith going to be the next one to not be knocked out. Nausea in 11th. He's one of the first people not to able to win the title now, so sadly he will not be able to go for the glory in 11th place position. PN Motorsport in 12th. Smokey Devil in 13th. No Smokey tonight, and no Fury either in 14th place position. 15th is Leon Fernie, and 16th is Monkey Boy. 17th is Argent. 18th is that Bozzy Boy, and still to score a point is DJ Phil and Smithy in 19th and 20th. Regarding the team's championships, Williams are just hanging in there by 1 point ahead of Aston Martin, with just James on his own at the minute. 1 point ahead of the Aston Martin pairing of Gary 131 and Matimovic, with Ferrari sitting in third, with Alfa Romeo in fourth. Fifth is AlphaTauri, and sixth is Haas. Seventh is Alpine. Eighth is Mercedes. Ninth is McLaren, and bringing up the rear is Red Bull in 10th place position. That is the championship standings, and we are currently on board with A. Smith at the minute, who's currently in 5th place position. Where is a guy on track that we can do a lap with? I would like someone in the final sector. Let's go with Forsey as he heads towards Parabolica to start his flying lap, making sure you get a good exit out of Parabolica and heading towards turn number 1. And he is going to go up all the way up to 8th gear. And people are asking for invites, and they should have been on time. Really, I don't have time for this. Oh my god, so many people asking for invites now. As Fury will be racing apparently.
Hey.
I knew you'd be happy about that. As hopefully we will get more cars on the grid. Either way, I was going to try and do a lap with a car, but been disturbed at the minute. So Gary 131, I haven't done a lap with Gary this season already, so Gary 131, let's go on board with this man, shall we? As Gary goes through Ascari, and like I said, an iconic circuit, brilliant circuit as well. And Gary in the Aston Martin, a car that's been looking fantastic this season in the 2023 season. And what can Gary do tonight as he heads towards Parabolica, and hopefully I will not be disturbed to do a flying lap now. As Gary exits the final corner, he will start his lap running all the way up to 8th gear. Open the DRS zone as he heads towards turn number 1, which would be Variante, I think. Variante 1 as he goes into turn 1. Just clipping the curves, making sure he gets a good exit. Currently in 2nd gear, up to 3rd, up to 4th, 5th, 6th, as he then goes through the Curva Grande. As he then heads towards Variante 2, making sure he brakes at the 100-meter board, get the front turned in, dropping down to 3rd gear, try and get a good run out of there as he heads towards the first 2 Lesmo. Turn 6, brake at the 50-meter board, Lesmo 1, taking a lot of curb. And an exit towards Lesmo 2, a little bit more faster corner, opened up corner, and he hits the DRS zone as he heads towards Ascari as he goes underneath the old banking. And in the slipstream of a car just in front of him, that is his teammate Matimovic, who's giving him a tow around and through curve Ascari. There you go. As Gary's time is paying off, he goes purple middle sector, and Matt is trying to get the toe off the car in front, which is an Alfa Romeo, but he gets out of the way. Parabolica now, brake at the 50-meter board, get it turned in, drop to 5th gear, try and get a good exit, and then head towards the start-finish line. And that is a lap of Monza. Gary 131 towards the line. What lap time is it going to be? It's only going to be P6 for him. Yeah, not bad lap there from Gary. It's a good banker. But Tony, I'll come to you now. Obviously, Monza, probably the fastest circuit in the world. Who are you looking at tonight to possibly be the one to beat? Ivor already within a 10th of James. He's going to be quite close to him tonight, but who would you put your money on tonight?
Not a betting man. Yeah, Ivor's got a good chance. He's not far behind. Let's see Big Boy Brazier get up there. Try and make a bit more of a challenge of it.
Well, he's currently on a lap at the minute. We are on board with Nausea, who's on a warm-up lap. As we still haven't got no Fury into the session.
We got sort of. I'm here.
Wrong Fury.
Sorry.
You should be able to get in. One thing I forgot to mention as well, obviously due to last week, Tibbs having a horrendous run last week, he actually did retire and quit from the session, so he is not qualifying for this one, and the rules state if you retire and not finish the race, you will not be able to qualify for the next round. So he's currently in the pits, the Haas driver. And let's have a look of the people in the chat. It looks like we've got a few people in here. We've got PN, Tracy, Mummy D, Max Mulder, Daz Automatic, Fury's granddaddy's in the box with me though, and a Forzy as well. Nice to see everybody in the chat.
Even Mummy D, it's easier to say it in here.
As you guys quite often in the chat box, which is nice to see. A couple of guys on their fastest lap right now. Leon Fernie, one of them on his best lap. He's now gone to P3, so that was a good lap there from Leon Fernie. As I'm trying to press the wrong buttons here, and why is this not working out? Classic. We go on board with Matt. It's not who I wanted to see. It's Nausea, who's into the final corner. And Plava is retired from the session. He is out. And Nausea goes to P3, so he's found a little bit more pace there. As who are we going to look towards next? It looks like a Alpine that's coming towards the final corner. No, that is a Williams, actually. So that will be James Ash as he comes to the final corner. And towards the line he goes, and he starts his final lap here. So it's Matahimovic next towards the line. Any improvement? He now goes P3. We now look to the McLaren of C. Smithy. And here he comes out of Parabolica. Sadly, it's an invalid lap time for him, and he will not be able to complete the lap, as he will be going on to another lap right now. And we've got Ivor in the final set, and he's actually dropped it on the rear, and he's gone on to the gravel, staying well out of the way. As Leon Fernie now comes towards the pit, and he decides to go into pit lane. Big Boy Brazier also invalidated his lap time, so he will not be able to complete this lap. Still, once again, we are missing some drivers. Not sure where they are.
Fury, DJ Phil.
Fury and DJ Phil, they are the ones. They're going to miss qualifying at the minute. So, Big Boy Brazier into the pits. We are on board with Gary131, who is currently on an out lap. He will be starting his flying lap very shortly. But we will go to James, who's exit the final corner, and goes straight back to the pits. So James done for his lap there, who's currently on a lap. Matt, I think, is coming into the pits as well. So at the minute, the track is fairly quiet. Gary131 invalidated his lap time, so he will be getting himself ready for this lap as Arjun's in the wall.
Oh dear.
Not the start that Argent would have wanted, so hopefully he can get himself going again. He's not got too much damage to the car. As Smithy comes towards the first corner. And can he finally get a lap time on the board? That is the question. As he exits the chicane and heads towards the Curva Grande. I believe running on the pad as well, so he's struggling to get the best out of the car. As Fury did join the session by the looks of things, and now he's left again. Not sure why.
I haven't got a clue.
Nor me, Tony. So you'll be seeing this screen quite a lot, ladies and gentlemen, as I try and get him back into the session. I'm not sure where Phil was gone either, but both have got an invite. Multiple invites now. As now we watch Smithy come towards Ascari chicane. Can he just keep it within track limits? It looks like he does so. Can he just keep it right to the end? He goes very wide on exit. Oh, he just keeps it in. You know, when he's in a good lap time, because track hasn't gone red, that normally means it's an invalid lap time. And into the final corner, Smithy goes, but he's gone wide at Parabolica. It's still valid though. He's still going towards the line. He comes. Does he go quicker than Arjun? He goes a 27.7. Fury has managed to get himself into the session, and I think he's got enough time to get one lap time in under his belt. Who is coming into the final corner? That is Gary. He's crossed the line and he goes P7. Next man to come across the line, it is Forzy. He is currently on a lap. Coming to the tail end of the season, a season that's really produced some great racing this year, and James really running away with this championship at the minute, as Forzy's currently on a lap. He's into the final sector now, and what is he going to be able to do here as he goes into Parabolica, currently P10. If he can find at least half a second, it puts him just behind N Plava. And towards the line, Forzy comes, and he just does that, and he goes P7 at the minute. So Emplava now really looking like he's in trouble with all these guys putting lap times on the board. Nausea starting his lap. As Smithy is currently on a lap time. He's 6/10 down on his previous best. And I think he'll more likely come to the pits. Nope, he's going to carry on going. And towards the start-finish line he comes. And he just misses out on his personal best. Argent into the final corner. Gary, meanwhile, coming to the line. He improves and finds the 10th, but stays 8th. Argent in 12th at the minute. He's got Leon Fernie right behind him, getting a lovely tow. Leon goes to 3rd, while Argent stays where he is. A great lap time there from Leon Fernie. So Gary is carrying on his way, trying to recover some energy. As Ivor towards the line, he starts just improves ever so slightly, but not enough to get himself ahead of James. Meanwhile, Fury is on his outlap. This is his one and only. Well, he could probably get 2 lap times under this, but he's off he goes. Let's see what he can do on this lap. And right now, Fury really needs to dig deep and find some time, as I think Forzy is now into Parabolica. And towards the start-finish line, he comes. No, he goes to the pits. He is done. Nausea. Is he done for the session? Nope, he's going to complete his lap time towards the line. He comes. Any improvement? He goes P4 and goes ahead of Matahimovic. He goes purple final sector as well. As James now into the final corner. He is on an outlap. This will be his last flying lap. This will be it. As he's also got Matahimovic just behind him. Fury is out of the qualifying session here, so he'll be starting at the back. Meanwhile, the Aston pairing are trying to tow one another. Matt finds time, but not nearly enough as he could. It's very, very close with the times at the minute, as now Gary is going to be getting that advantage of tow. As we see now, I believe Ivor is coming into the final corner. Ivor goes fastest of all, a 1:20.9. He finds the time, and Leon Fernie into the pits. The question is, what is James on at the minute? He's 2/10 down in the first sector, so he's not finding the time at the minute. If Fury just completes this lap, I believe he will start ahead of Tibbs if he hasn't gone off. But James at the minute 2/10 down in the first sector. He comes to the end of sector 2. He's 6/10 down now. He's losing more time. So at the minute, Ivor will be on pole. Question is, what is Matahimovic doing behind him? He comes into Ascari. He's gone purple middle sector. Argent is done for the session. As James gets out of the way of Matahimovic, who comes into Parabolica. Can Matt find any improvement as he goes into the final corner? Here he comes towards the line. Can he get into the 20s? Does he go pole? Not quite. He starts 3rd at the minute. Leon Fernie, I think, is in the pits. Who is left on a lap? Nausea is out. And I think Ivor is coming into the pits. That is your qualifying session done. Fury did get a lap time on the board, so he will be starting just ahead of Tibbs. But it is this man, Ivor, who takes pole position here at Monza. He is the fastest man of this track, and I would say take a pole position here really shows how fast you are around here. So a good qualifying session there. And I know Matt's going to be asking and saying it again, but once again, it's a Welsh 1, 2 and 3 with Leon Fernie best of the rest in that 5th place position. And Tony, any shocks from qualifying? Do we kind of think that Ivor was going to take pole, or did we kind of think that it was going to be James's to take?
I thought it might have been James, but Ivor's proved himself. He's really done a good job there.
He has done indeed, and I know for a fact that Ivor competes in quite a lot of other F1 racing leagues, and he was actually just giving me a little bit of a tutoring session on this game of learning how to run it with no assists. And yeah, I'm not sure if he's running assists tonight. If he is, then fair play to him, because it's a decent lap time around here with no assists on. But he will start pole position here at Monza, as we're waiting for everybody to finish the session. I'm not sure what's going on here, but it's not wanting to finish. As Ivor's completing a lap time. I think that's it. We should be ending, but it's not wanting to end. So, got 50 seconds to wait now. Lovely. Bit of a weird one. Either way, there we go. It is Ivor who will start on pole position here tonight at Monza. Reminder as well, this is a sprint and a feature race. The Welshman starting on pole, but he's got James right next to him. Noisio, a 5-place grid penalty, as is Fury. So Fury will be starting last now for the feature. But it is Ivor on pole. James starting alongside him with Matt in third. Scotsman in fourth. We then got the Mexican of Nausea in fifth. Latvian of Embrava in sixth. Then it's the first Brit of 4Z with Gary in eighth. Ninth is Big Boy Brazier. Smithy in 10th. Argent in 11th. PN in 12th. Smithy in 13th. Fury in 14th. And bringing up the rear is the American of Tibbs. What can he do from the back of the pack? That is the question. And Tony, coming to you, mate. Who's your money on for the sprint race? A 9-lap race, all out, flat out to the flag. No pit stops required. Who do you think is going to win this one?
Who do you want me to jinx?
Well, that's me, mate. So that's more me.
All right. Okay. I'm going to go for Ivor. He seems to be flying at the moment, so we'll see.
And we got beautiful sunshines here by the looks of things. For me, I'm going to go with Matt for this one. And I'm not trying to curse him, I'm just genuinely think Matt might be able to do something. James and Ivor go to turn one. He's in a prime position. If anything comes together, comes to blows, it's going to be all about turn one for sure. Guys, there's currently a poll out on who you can vote for as winner of the sprint. And get your votes in now. And we can see who you think is going to win the first race tonight. But it's definitely going to be an interesting one for sure. So far, a couple of people voting for Leon Fernie, Ivor as well. As Tracy says, Tibbs for the win. So a quick rerun of the grid order. It is Ivor on pole position with James in second. Third will be Matahimovic, and fourth is Leon Fernie. Fifth is Nausea, sixth will be Emprava, seventh is 40, eighth is Gary 131, ninth is Big Boy Brazier. Not the best qualifying session from him there, Gary, so he's got a lot of work to do. Tony, I meant.
Sorry.
I called you Gary then for some reason, I don't know why. A lot of work for Jamie to do. In that 9th place position with A. Smith behind him in the McLaren. 11th is Argent, 12th is PN, 13th is Smithy. Fury will start in 14th place position. Then it's Tibbs with his qualifying ban, and DJ Phil bringing up the rear. I was just saying, Tony, it's a lot of work for Big Boy Brazier to do. He's currently mid-pack in 9th place. A lot of work to do, but a place where you can overtake. There's loads of overtaking opportunities here.
Yeah. It's whether they can stay clear of any early trouble, build from there.
Definitely. So also we want to keep an eye out on Tibbs as well later on. He might have some decent pace underneath him as well, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Guys, if you haven't done so, then please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified so you do not miss a single thing here at Simplay Motorsport. And also tune in this week as we have the next round of the ACC Pro-Am and Pro as they head to the same track. We are at the minute, they're at the back of the garages at the minute here at Monza. And see how they take on the tempo of speed in their GT3 cars. And also have a look at our wonderful sponsors. They should be down in the bio below. Audio Sport, have a look at their website. Have a look at Made Manchester. And also have a look at Sea Leech Designs as well. Give them all a follow on their socials. Give them all the credit they deserve as well, because they do help us put on a fantastic show here at Simplay Motorsport. As they all line up on the grid, it is an AlphaTauri starting on pole position at its home track. Italian car on the front row, but it's got the British run team of Williams right behind it. As we are about to go green here. As my display has suddenly disappeared, and I don't know why. As the reds rise, and we are green here. And James gets a decent start, as a couple others are a little bit slow, as we see there Leon Fernie going towards turn number one. Ivor just did not pull away as we head towards turn one. Yeah, he's gone pretty much backwards as my display is not wanting to come back at all. As James now leads the way, he's got Leon Fernie in second, as I think that's Nausea in third. And for some reason, the game has decided to not want to show me any of the information that I need. So this is going to be handy for me to try and figure out. As we go into the second chicane, I think we're on board with Big Boy Brazier, who looks down the inside of Gary 131, who runs a little bit wide, and he's pushed out wide, and then everyone comes flooding past him. As we all complete lap one, Ivor, a lot of recovery to do as the two Hasses are working their way up the order. And for some reason, I still haven't got any of my display, so this is going to be very, very interesting. As we're currently on board with Argent, I'm still trying to figure out buttons. I think that is PN at the back. So he's at a moment as...
Oh no, he's just moved up in front of DJ Phil.
So at a minute, James goes towards turn one in the Williams. That's the easiest one I can remember. And obviously Ivor and Leon Fernie, all in cars I definitely know that they're on their own in. Leon Fernie with a decent start in P2. We've got a yellow flag further back. I'm not sure why. Jamie's on the run here as we've got an AlphaTauri just behind him. I think that is Nausea. As he gets right onto the back of the Ferrari. You've got Gary 131 in the Aston Martin, not too far behind either, as the two Hasses are working their way up the order. They've just cleared the McLaren of A. Smith by the looks of things. As, Nausea is actually pressurising Leon Fernie, is that? Or is that Emperava attacking Leon Fernie?
Emperava.
That's Emperava. I'm going to be relying on you, Tony, to tell me who is where, especially with the double teams.
Fun.
Yeah, I still don't understand why I don't have any display. It's really frustrating me. Hopefully that should have done it by now. No, still no display, so that's good, innit? Great stuff here, as James now extends his lead as Leon Fernie is trying to defend from Emperava, but they've got Matahimovic breathing down their neck as they head towards Parabolica as well. You're also going to have to tell me what lap we're on as well, as Ivor and Forzi are going at it towards Parabolica. We are on lap 2 as we head towards Parabolica. Forzi to the inside, and Ivor goes right round the outside, and upper place he goes. They've also got the Ferrari of Big Boy Brazier, I think that is, just behind them as well. And also Nausea not too far behind. As we go on board. As Jamie's going to go to the outside of Forzi, and Forzi's trying to hang in there as best they can. They managed to negotiate turn one, and through goes Jamie, but Forzi's still there. He's on the inside of the Curva Grande as they head towards the second chicane, but the Alfa Romeo of Nausea, I think, is just right behind him, trying to force the issue, but can't find a way through as Big Boy Brazier moves up a place, and Ivor's gone round. Ivor has gone round in the second corner, second chicane, sorry, and he's lost a place as Nausea now goes down the inside of Forzi and gains on that position. Meanwhile, James extending his lead as he heads towards Ascari chicane. Lovely gap to Leon Fernie as Emperava's just behind him in third place, with Matt in fourth, with Big Boy Brazier now fifth. Sixth is Nausea, seventh is Forzi, and eighth is Fury, I believe that in the Haas, or is it Tibbs?
Yes, it's Fury.
It's Fury.
Just behind him.
Oh, Tibbs really hanging it sideways by those things. And then next, the McLaren of A. Smith, not too far behind them. Gary 131 in a scrap with Argent at the minute. Argent looking to the outside of Parabolica. Is he going to get the job done right around the outside? He's going to give it a go. And Gary's just not got the pace here, dropping down the order. As we now see the Alfa Romeo of Nausea about to come on. Oh, he's just passed the Forzi, but the Fury's gone straight on through the first chicane.
Oops.
And he's trying to negotiate that as best he can. Oh, he nearly drops the rear into the front of his teammate there, but he manages to get it going. As the rest of the guys work their way through. There's Smithy, and there is PN and Ivor. Ivor's on a recovery, and DJ Phil into the pits for some reason. James, by the looks of things, have just lost a little bit of time to Leon Fernie. Fernie's starting to bring that gap down, and he's got the Alfa Romeo Enprava with the DRS wide open, but he's got Matimovic just behind him as well. So Enprava can't relax at the minute because he's still got the Aston Martin breathing down his neck as they head in towards Ascari. But right now, the other fights that I've got to keep an eye on is Big Boy Brazier now starting to get some pressure from Nausea. Nausea starting to bring the gap down to the Ferrari as they head into Parabolica. Nausea, oh, he's dropped the rear and into the wall he goes. Has he managed to avoid every other car? Forzy probably got the shock of his life if he came around and found the Alfa Romeo in the middle of the track as Tibbs now goes past. I think Fury's dropped down the order as well. Has he? I think he has. Yeah, he's currently in Parabolica right now. So Fury having a nightmare. So is Gary at the minute. A. Smith slowly working his way up the order as well as everyone else makes a mistake.
Matt's jumped into third.
Yep. We've just gone on board with Matt. He has now worked his way past Emprava as they now go into the chicane. And Emprava, not really much he could do there as Matt now goes into Lesmo 1. Can he hunt down Leon Fernie? Any penalties, by the way, Tony? If you press...
just DJ Phil.
Just DJ Phil at the minute. So Matahimovic now looking to try and hunt down Leon Fernie. Obviously, these guys will be on a few warnings maybe for track limits. They just got to make sure they don't take too much of the limits, as James got quite a comfortable lead at the minute. Meanwhile, DJ Phil's back out on track and he's on a set of softs as James is coming into Parabolica as we speak. And as he's about to finish this lap and start, which lap number are we on to now, Tony?
You're on lap 5 at the moment.
Lap 5.
So we've just gone on to lap 6.
On to lap 6. 3 laps to go by the sounds of things. 9 lap race.
3.
Yellow flag, sector 3. Who is that? Possibly a slow car. Not that I can see. It's green by the looks of things.
It's okay then.
All green at the minute. So we go on board with Nausea, who's looking to make a move on the McLaren of A. Smith by the looks of things. As he could try and get better traction, better exit. Right now, no DRS for him at this stage. Most of these guys will be running as little wing as possible so they get the best straight line advantage. They don't want to be too draggy in the straights and not a lot of downforce needed in the corners as Nausea attacks the curb quite hard there and just still losing a little bit of time to A. Smith in the corners while A. Smith starts to pull away ever so slightly. Just ahead of him though is Tibbs, and he's done a great job to work his way up the order. Currently in what position, Tony, is Tibbs in?
He's in 7th.
7th place, so starting at the back of the pack. He has worked his way up into 7th place position and a great start from him. Maybe a feature race could be on for him. Maybe a race win there.
Oh, somebody went off. 2 it was. In sector 3.
Sector 3, who's gone off? I think Emplava's had lost a little bit of time. But looks like everyone's facing the right way. I think Sector 3 is just lighting up every time they go through there. I think the game's had a little bit of a glitchy moment.
Could well be.
As James still leading this race at the minute on lap 7. As Leon Fernie now starting to become under pressure from Matahimovic, who is breathing down his neck as they go into the second chicane. Matt with a big snap of oversteer there. Leon Fernie with a lot of lag. That's not going to be helping Matt out at the minute. Going to be really distracting him. As Matt gets the DRS open, and Enprava just still a little bit far behind at the minute.
That's the closest battle, I think.
Looks like it. And at the minute, James pulling away out in front. With Leon Fernie still holding on to that second place position, but with the DRS now within range from Matt, Leon Fernie is going to be under a lot of pressure as they go into Parabolica. And Leon Fernie will not have the rear wing. Here will come Matt with the rear wing open. He's gaining. The wing's open now. Leon Fernie goes defensive. He goes to the inside. Matt goes to the inside as well. Is he going to spot his braking in time? Leon Fernie's going to try and hang it strong on the outside, and Matt closes the door, and Matt up into second place position. Meanwhile, Emprava has worked his way onto the back of Leon Fernie now. A nice move done there from Matt, easily done into turn 1. Real closest fight now is Argent is working his way onto the back of Nausea. I think Nausea has had another slow moment. Meanwhile, Ivor is on the attack on the Haas driver of Fury, as Ivor is going to go around the outside of turn 1, and nothing Fury could do there. He'd lost out to the position there and just have to wait a little bit longer now. As Gary now still trying to defend from A. Smith. PN crosses the line, and DJ Phil bringing up the rear. As James is on lap 8, I believe.
Yeah, lap 8 now.
And he'll be starting lap 9 very shortly, and on his final lap, Matt hasn't quite dropped Leon Fernie. Leon Fernie right there. He will then have the DRS down the main straight. As you can see, Matt is moving towards the outside to give him the best run into Parabolica. Matt a little bit wiggly on the exit of Parabolica. Leon Fernie is right there. He is in the tow. And DRS is going to open for Leon Fernie. There's DRS. And heading towards turn 1 we go. Matt takes his one move, goes to the inside. Leon Fernie to the outside as they break for turn 1. And Leon Fernie not quite able. Oh, he stays to the inside, pushes Matt wide, and in comes Emprava. He's looking to try and gain advantage from this as well. All them possibly deploying their ERS as we speak. As Leon Fernie going around the outside of the Curva Grande. Matt to the inside. He's going to be on the outside for the second chicane. Leon Fernie holding it strong on the inside, and he'll get the job done. Matt's still there though, he's still fighting this out, and Leon Fernie still side by side as they head towards Lesmo 1. He's going to have to concede the place to Emprava, who's down the inside. They're banging wheels, banging, I say doors, but they ain't got any doors, and Leon Fernie just hangs in there. As all this is going on, Big Boy Brazier's right behind, and they've just last out in the DRS zone. Matt might just have hung on to this one. As James now goes through Ascari, we'll come back to him very shortly as this fight is still going on. Leon Fernie still trying to hang in there, but I think Matt's just done enough as Emprava drops the rear, and he is out of this race. Emprava just ruined it there. I believe we're on the final lap, Tony, are we?
Yeah.
We are on the final lap, and James exits the final corner, comes towards the line, and wins at Monza in the sprint race. Matt towards the line. He's going to have Leon Fernie breathing down his neck, but he finishes in second. Leon Fernie in third. Big Boy Brazier in fourth. Forsey is going to come home for fifth place position with Tibbs, a great recovery up to sixth place position from last on the grid. What can he do for the second race for the feature? As A. Smith comes across the line in seventh. Eighth will be...
got a penalty, but I don't know what it's for.
Sorry, who? Fury, possibly track limits. Nausea with no front wing, he crosses the line. Fury just behind him as well, with Gary 131 and Argent still going towards the line at the minute, with Smithy bringing up the rear, and PN as well. Smithy gains a couple of places on that one. Towards the line he comes, with PN Motorsport entering Parabolica, with DJ Phil in the Lesmo 1. But it is James who wins race 1, as I'm not sure what is going on with this.
I just earned a trophy.
Well, congratulations. Are the cars still rolling around, by the way?
No.
They've all come to a stop, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well, this has gone absolutely fantastically. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's happened here. It is James who is your race winner. EA, once again, producing one of the best racing games in F1 history. And by the looks of things, it might not even get onto the feature race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure exactly what's happened here, but all the cars have come to a stop. And it is James who is your race winner. So yeah,
yeah,
bit of an odd one. If Matt's listening to me, might want to go to a break and obviously restart the lobby, because I'm going to have to restart the lobby because we have come to a complete stop here, ladies and gentlemen. But hopefully Matt is listening. Oh wait, hang on. Wait. We have some action. Not sure what is going on here.
My screen's just stuck giving me the results of the sprint race.
Oh, okay, right. Mine's showing me the pit lane. That's all it's showing me. So, yeah, this is. Oh my god! I swear this game is getting more and more broken. I did my own private stream the other night, and it just came to. It did some odd things as well. Latifi, for example, went 2 seconds or 3 seconds a lap faster than everyone else, and even though he was a lap down, he finished 7th. So, still don't understand how this game works or how it runs. But either way, hopefully this should sort itself out. Yeah. Tony, what's happening on your end? Because I have no idea what's happening.
Well, I've just got the screen with the results, and then it's...
Is there a timer?
No, there's no timer, that's gone.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give this another 5 seconds, and then we will see what's going on, and maybe have to restart for the feature race, because this is not going to plan at the minute.
No.
Lovely. Absolutely lovely.
I've got a picture now of the cars just going round. Oh, that's it.
What? Starting their formation lap?
No. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just seeing cars going round. I'm just stuck on one corner.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is not working so far. We're going to have to cut to a break because this is clearly not wanting to behave itself. So we'll be back in a moment's time. So, Matt, if you're listening, please change to the screen, and we will be back in a moment's time. I can't even exit.
He's joined the party.
You're clear.
I can't do anything. Are you guys going round?
No, we're just sat on the grid waiting. It just says waiting for drivers.